All right, hello, boosters. This is the video that, well, you can skip because it's just me feeling stuff up. Yay! Whoa, so exciting. Now you might be wondering why I still have my blue gloves on. I have my blue gloves on because the last time I cut myself. Yep. So, and I've already done all the fixie stuff, but people like to see their stuff sealed up in the bearish cases for the Sorcery Contested Realm, Arthurian Legends. This is their box topper being created. I put a sticker on it. Giddy up. Put the case over here. Boom. Stick it back in the box. Yes. Very exciting. Very exciting indeed. So if you want to skip this, yeah, you probably should because it's going to be boring. So go on to the next video, and I will see you again on the next one. All right. For all you guys who love being bored, well, prepare yourself. It's going to be boring. You have been warned because literally absolutely nothing is going to happen. All right. I figured I'd get that out of the way. On a lighter note, I will be posting up a video later because, I would rather have that video up on top of this one. Just an opening video. I'm sure. I don't know what I'm opening, but I'm sure I will post something. All right, here we go. Haven't done this in a while, so let's go. Everyone needs to know it's a sealed box. It was a sealed box. It is no longer considered sealed. Well, I should probably show the other side. It is alpha. Woo! Alpha. Alpha. All right. How many people are going to be opening up their sealed pack? A lot of people did on the last one, so I'm just saying, not number one. Number one actually texted me. All right. So here we go. Dun, dun, dun. I don't need to do that. I gotta pop it in there first. For some reason, I don't know what I'm thinking about. All right, we have 39 packs of glory. Pops out. Alpha goes over here. Yeah, alpha. Da-da-da-da. All right. We only care about the booster packs. The booster packs are awesome. They're priceless. Currently. Because there's literally no price on them. Alrighty then. Sliding in. There we go. Nice and pretty. Now we stick a sticker on it. Bottom here. I did it on this, right? Yeah. Okay. And I don't remember how I did it. So, first one is always priceless. Well, so I did that one upside down. Congratulations, number 86. Yours will be forever upside down. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Just means it's the priceless heirloom. 86. Going upside down. Yeah. Craziness how that worked. Alright, there you go, 86. Fantasticness. Does look pretty good. Alright, and I slide it back in here. No particular order. And we'll slide it upside down. So congratulations, whoever gets the upside down 86, first one of Arthurian Legends. There you go. Boom. Back in the box. We'll ship that. All right. Step one done. Always a professional here on open boosters, putting in things upside down. Now let's try not to do that again. All right. Next one going in. All right. No, it needs to face the bear. All right? Yeah, face the bear. All right. Face the bear. Close it there. Then turn it upside down. Then seal the monkey. Peel. Turn it upside down. The numbers are upside down. Take my fingers off of it. That. Bring it around like that. And we have another winner. 87, baby. Yes, we're moving right along. Looks gorgeous now because I put it on right. When you do things correctly and they come out right, it's amazing. All right, there we go. I did hit the record button. Okay, got it. Oh, I'm like, oh god. I hit the record button. I know me, and that's one of those things that could possibly happen. I don't hit the record button, and then all hell breaks loose. I did the prep work already, so we should be good. All right, get this out of the way before I stab the crap out of myself. All right, facing the bear. There we go. Nice and sealed. All right, good to go. Upside down. I don't like the way that feels. You're not wrong. Facing the bear. I just don't think it slid in correctly. Put the pack in. There. That feels a lot better. All right, good. All righty then. Da-da-da-da. All right. Much better. Okay. Upside down. Go. 88. Dun-dun-dun-dun. 88. All right. Now, put it on in. Bearish case away. Moving fast. We're on to 3. We are cooking with gas. Turn this around. Put this in. I like this. Yeah, now it's working better. I just got it off kilter last time. That was so weird. I like wedged it with the plastic. Clearly it was my fault for sure. All right. Dun, dun, dun. All righty. There we go. 89. Cooking with gas. Mm-hmm. $90. There we go. 90. Alpha. Can you imagine 10 years from now? Sorcery is still going strong. I mean, high potential. That'd be pretty cool just to have one pack. You know, we could be looking at like, I mean, I can't even imagine 10 years from now, right? If people are still playing sorcery and you look back on these days, I mean, what would you think if like somebody did this with just like beta or something like that, you know? Like back then, just to have the nerve to just, you know, seal them plastic cases up, break packs and that kind of stuff. Oh my God. It'd be insane just to be sitting on one. We can always dream, you know? But that's a long time from now. People don't understand how time moves. They think in only the now. Oh shit. Don't rip. I was doing so well too. There we go. Throw my fingers. All right. $91. Success. Da-da-da-da. 91. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, when people buy stuff, they don't think about immediate action. I've always, been fascinated with time. We don't have much time. We need more time to do anything, really. It's sad in a way. Not enough time with friends, not enough time with family. You just gotta make do with what you got. We sell it, we arbor it. It's the only thing we actually have and don't have at the same time. People don't view it that way. And that's the dangerous thing, right? Try to stress to my kids that time is everything. One of the faucets that we have. We don't even know how much we got. But I put, yeah, okay. Didn't put it down upside down this time. So, when I think about wrapping these up, I think about how much time will pass, like a time capsule kind of thing, and will they even be sought after in the future? And if sorcery can maintain and do all this, these things are going to be huge. And it's kind of fun to think about. I mean, I should still be around when they're like, 10 to 15 years, hopefully. With any luck, I'll still be here. I exercise every day, or every other day, really. Well, technically, I'm exercising every day. Sometimes I don't consider, I do some cardio as exercise or whatever, because, it doesn't feel that bad. That's pretty funny. I pulled that one out. All right. Everything's flat per the first 88. But yeah, time is like this enigma. Yeah, plenty of it, none of it all at the same time. People will acknowledge that you do completely different things. They'll say, "Oh yeah, I know, totally." You're something completely else. I keep picking up a box. I have an empty box right there, and I've done it twice now. I've got an empty box right there for me. That's hilarious. Okay, what was this? Okay, but yeah. So if sorcery can maintain, not overprint, be a collectible card game, it should do really well. I mean, they can overprint in the future, I'm sure. But depends on what they overprint, right? And doing one set a year, something like that, shouldn't have a problem with overprinting. Shouldn't. I love the curios because there's so few. It's still a huge collector ability. And that's what makes it incredibly well for collectors. You know. But then it feels like such a casual game. It's so much fun, right? And so it has all the attributes to being something awesome. And in time, we'll be able to tell to see what happens. They all have all the key elements. It's when a company chooses not to be a collectible card game. They think they're a collectible card game, and then they become not a collectible card game. Like, I think Wizards of the Coast is starting to figure out that, whoops, printing stuff that is not collectible is kind of contrary to what their business model is. And I say that loosely, because you can see that they're starting to figure out that they need something that's extremely collectible in order to keep the collectability out there. And the collectibles are where the money's at. I mean, baseball isn't even a game. And, I mean, not in the card sense, right? And yet, they sell tons of that stuff in May Y, and they make it collectible. They have pop ones and that kind of stuff. And it's truly how you make it continually, people buy it. Do they buy it because they want a specific card? You know, and it doesn't have to be collectible. Well, some people do. They want all the Boston Red Sox, right? Or they want all the Yankees. However, it's the Uber King-a-ding-a-ling card that keeps the money flowing through. This just happens to be a game, right? So it's the same thing, just different. There we go. Right. It's just cards. Just cardboard. Anybody who says that is absolutely correct. Just cardboard. But then again, Bitcoin's just dead null. It points to nothing. But it's worth something. Still points to nothing. I mean, it's just a placeholder, right? It's a transactional thing. It has value. I don't know why. Because it points to nothing. It's only got value because FOMO has happened and people want it. Well, what's a collectible card game? Bunch of FOMO, right? The particular cards that everybody wants are going to go up in value. All the cards that nobody wants is going to go down in value. It's all about FOMO. If I can't have that card, I can't win. Which really isn't true. Someone will prove me wrong. Eventually. Hopefully. Or they can print cards that go with other cards and suddenly it's, you know. So as long as the FOMO is there and the game is good, because the reason baseball is so still attractive and basketball and all that kind of stuff, because people enjoy that game, right? They enjoy seeing their heroes. This is off center. They enjoy seeing their heroes and that kind of stuff. And they enjoy having something that they appreciate because the character is there. And I say a character, but it's still a character. They like the game. It's a good piece. It's playable, and everybody enjoys the game, whether it's basketball or not basketball and that kind of stuff, right? So they're like, you know, and so the physical game where the players are out there playing their hardest and that kind of stuff, and then they create ones and pop ones and all that kind of stuff. And those contain huge value because people want those big players, the most important players. So you need a game which has big pieces. That's highly sought after. If you don't do that, you don't have a collectible card game. Yeah, Munchkin. Now, what I'd like to see, truly like to see, is that commons, that you can just buy them, right? And buy the set. And it can be, you know, infinite. You don't really need all that commons. And then you have all this bulk that you buy, you know, when you're doing the chase for the cards. Like in baseball, in basketball games, the basketball box openings, they've reduced the number of cards. And the way they reduce that is just, you know, we're going to produce only these, and we're going to call it special King Dingling, kind of like the collector boxes, except they still put the commons in there. They really just need to get rid of the bulk, right? This one's not fun. I don't know why I'm having that problem. It's just a mess off center with the tip. Try again. Don't give up. Right. Let's try this again. I think I get confused by the wrapper because some of them were longer than others. And there, now it's smooth. So sometimes it's a long wrapper, sometimes it's a short wrapper. The cards are the same size, but then I get off center, and then this is like sticking out. All right. No. This is only going to be a double pack. All right. So the big players sell the art, or I should say, or the relic, as the case may be, and those stay high in pop. I mean, high as demand. So, a collectible card company, if they consider themselves that, need to produce stuff that's collectible. And the way it's determined is the power of the actual card. Right? So, what happens to a collectible card game after they produce the cards and it doesn't have a power level, right? Well, then that card won't have value. So it's not as collectible as others. So what you do is you partner with other companies like Lord of the Rings or Marvel, and you add value to it that way. Totally makes sense, right? So to give something that you're going to reprint value. Because then it becomes collectible, because now you have different characters inside. So Magic the Gathering did it correctly, right? They said, our game isn't as collectible as it used to be. We keep reprinting stuff. What can we do? Well, we can partner with something and make it more collectible, right? Because we can't keep our stuff collectible because we want to reprint everything. So, Magic the Gathering adjusted. They said, well, our universe sucks. We don't have any good stories. Everyone's mad because we're reprinting everything. However, there is a customer base we don't have access to. Those are people that don't play Magic the Gathering. So from a company standpoint, everything they're doing totally makes sense. Now, a lot of Magic the Gathering creators I talk to, they're like, what is happening? I don't like it. But from a business point of view, it totally makes sense. Right? Peach Mononoke in the Secret Lairs. Shit. Okay, well, we're going way off center this time because I just screwed that up. Sold out immediately. Right? Day one. Boom. Gone. She's just an artist. Right? Good art for sure. Well, there's always one in the batch. 98. Incredibly off-center 98. Who wants it? Let's see if there's any weirdness going on here. Seems to be all smooth, so we're good. Except for that part. All right, we're going with it. There it is. Off center. Right? So, there you go with that. Sold out completely. Not based on a card particular, but just based on the artist herself. And so these kind of things you got to think about. Can sorcery stand the test of time? From the game perspective, probably, because it feels like a more casual game for sure. You play it with your friends. I've heard a lot of people just buy it for their family members because they're card people. They like to play cards, and it's not like, it doesn't feel competitive, right? Although I did see some cards in that previous opening, and it just did it. It's like, if I have this, I win. I never liked those cards. Not even in Magic the Gathering did I like those cards. But that's just a, you know, a thing. However, I mean, if it starts to become a competitive game, then they need to stop that, I think, especially for Americans. Americans aren't really about it. If you're into that, you can go play poker. Everything is balanced in poker. Except people get lucky. But it should stand the test of time, I think. If they can just keep everything low, then there will be a value in there for the people buying the cards and that kind of stuff. Because the one thing that I know people say, oh, I don't care about, I know exactly they're lying. Because everybody cares about the value of their cards. There are zero people. Zero. I don't care. I don't care if my cards go to zero. No. That is a fallacy. You are delusional and you are lying. I don't care who you are. Right. Well, they're my cards. I can play them whenever I want. Sure. But you're still lying. Nobody wants their cards to go to zero. That's just dumb. Right? You may not necessarily want to profit or care about the value in that kind of sense. But if it's going to zero, you don't have anybody to play with. Let's be fair. All right. People sell their cards to fix their lives some of the time, right? You know, you see people saying, oh, I always want cheap cards, and that is incorrect. You want your cheap cards to become expensive cards over time. No question. Anybody who says anything contrary to that is a liar. Because there will come a time when you need that money. If it's not there, you're going to be like, huh, well, I wish they were more valuable. I'm sick and I need to pay my hospital bill. I know someone who actually paid for their college with Magic the Gathering. I know a person who's paid for their house with Magic the Gathering. So, anybody who says that they want their value to go to nothing is a liar. It doesn't matter how old you are, at some point, it will be an impact on your life. Right? Tons of people paid off their college with their cards. All right. 100, baby. Let's go. That's got to be a big pack right there. At some point in the near future. So, what does sorcery have to do to expand? To, like, explode? Well, they could create a digital aspect of the game. I keep saying that over and over again. Create a digital aspect of the game. It shouldn't be that hard, right? I mean, we have the artwork. We're done there. That's just, you know, taking a graphic blit. It doesn't have to be like even a super huge one. It just has to be dollar store. You can play that. No, no. That is not a thing. I want to download their app, that or their machine or their digital, and then I know everything's up and running and good and that kind of stuff. And then everything will be fine there, right? In which case, it becomes a great digital aspect of the game. It advertises everything, and people can play the game all the stinking time. And then people become addicted to the game, right? People can practice their decks for tournaments. You know? People will actually flock to buy your stuff. Make a digital aspect, sir. 101. I don't know what this anti-digital aspect for cards is. You know? It's to me, it's ludicrous. It's just like, you just don't want to expand. What is the problem? You know, too many card games say that they're not going to make a digital aspect. That's not a good thing. That is a negative. I don't see anybody saying, wow, that's awesome. They're not going to create something where I can play it around the clock. That's the best thing I've ever heard. You know, I've never heard anybody say, hey, that's great. I won't be able to play your game anytime I want to because I can't get my friends together. I mean, nobody says that. Am I wrong? Am I totally wrong? No, I'm totally freaking right. Okay? So if you're thinking that, you know, that's a good idea, then your company has a terrible business model. Now, I don't know their business model, actually, for creating a digital aspect. Right? They can change their mind at any moment. They just may have not had the time, or that maybe they don't have the finances to do it. So, hopefully Arthurian Legends will be a big rounding success, and they'll say, you know what? Let's make a digital aspect. Right? Let's do it. Let's make a digital aspect. Because he's right. Well, he's not. They're not going to say because I'm right. 102. I'm here babbling. Didn't I say this was just going to be boring? Probably is. And how many people are even in here? If you're even watching this, let me know. But yeah. So yeah, digital aspects are the best thing for any collectible card game. I mean, if you want, you can sell little booster packs and give out the free coins like everybody else, like Hearthstone and all that kind of stuff. And that's perfectly acceptable. That's fine. We're all used to that kind of nonsense, and that would be great. Right? 100% great. No one will even say anything. They'll be like, oh, this is great. You know? So you should totally do that. So I think that's what should be done. All right. Bottom. Around. You know, I mean, think about it. If everybody can play your game, then what happens? Oh, wait, they enjoy it? Oh, wait, they buy more stuff? I mean, you can make them use the dust and whoosh. No, 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 no. No, get off my finger. Oh, my Lord. All right. They can use their dust and buy packs too, as well as buying extra cards like you had last time, which were really cool. But still, I didn't mean to stick on this. We smooth. We're good. All right. All right, 103. He had some problems, but he got in there. All right, good. I almost lost him. 103 almost went down. Down for the count. Oh, give me a digital aspect. Everyone will play all the time. Sitting on the toilet. I mean, everybody wants to play on the toilet. Okay, maybe not that. Hold on, I just want to check something real fast. Okay. All right. No, nothing exciting. All right, let's see what that's. Okay, stop time. I'm racing the clock here. You didn't know. You probably didn't because you're not me. And it's not to keep the video short. That's not it. I'm gonna go see the robot movie. Lost Robot. One of my sons is big into robots, and he wants to go see that. So we'll go see that. It'll be fun. Nice little outing. Give them a bright and cheery day. Annoy the other one because he doesn't want to go anywhere. Annoy one, get rewarded for the other one. Actually, the other one just, he told me one time that he likes, okay, so there was one class trip and they were going to go see manatees. And we were actually going to swim with them because we're in Florida. And the class decided to go, and you can opt out for any particular reason. So he had an option to go. His entire class went, except for him, and the other boy, my other son, went as well. And so when I got back, the other boy goes, "Oh, I wish you would have forced me to go. Will you please force me to do stuff in the future?" 104. Hilarious. I mean, it was funny. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll force you to do stuff from now on. Thank you. I'm just like, it was pretty funny. His entire class went. Hilarious. Where was I? I know I was talking about my kids. I don't know why I went there. Oh, Lost Robot. Yeah. So it should be a fun little thing. Who's excited for Marvel? I know I am. I'm excited for that. My expectations for Marvel is that it's going to be super ass awesome. And if they don't do it right, I'm going to quit Magic the Gathering permanently. And you might think that I'm kidding, but I'm not. I will never buy a new product of Magic the Gathering again if they screw up Marvel. Because how can you screw up something so perfect? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be so difficult for them to screw up. I know you can do it. People are skilled at screwing up, for sure. Oh, but you're like giving a horse and saying, here you go. And I'm not saying they don't make money, and maybe they produce something and they don't make enough money. I'm not even talking about that. I mean, they produce something so ridiculous and they say, here you go. And we all go, oh my God, it's garbage. You know, what I want, which doesn't mean it screws it up if they don't have it. What I want is a pop one of every Infinity Stone, pop one of the glove, pop one of Thanos. I mean, these things seem to make sense to me. I want pop one heroes. You know what I'm saying? Because you should have pop one heroes. They can have the other versions, that's fine. But there has to be one pop one of stuff. Like, you know, come on. And then that makes a real chase, right? A real chase. People actually can get a pop one. You know, you actually have a chip in a chair. You know, it's not just one of pop one and we have millions of boxes. There's multiple pop ones, so you have a chance to get a Wonka bar. You know, you feel like you can do it. If you don't feel like you can do something, it's probably not a good idea to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. It's just you can't just have a pop one of one thing. You have to have pop one of multiple things, right? And it's not guaranteed in the box. You don't have to do that. You can still produce hundreds of thousands, but at least there's 15 chases. You know, it's not just over after the first one. Oh, to me, I put this in upside down. I already pulled the sticker off. Crap. I can't. I need both hands. Well, we got another upside down one. I give up because I am just going to do it. All right. 106, you're special. You. No, wait, you're not upside down. No, you're not upside down. I'm just stupid. You're perfectly normal. My eyes deceived me. Perfectly normal. Bearish on top. Oh my god. Sometimes, man, sometimes. I was thinking in my head and I'm like, wait, what? But yeah. You got the hero, you got Wolverine, you know. Get some villains in there. Maybe a little bit of Scarlet Witch. Come on. We can do some stuff. But definitely the Infinity Stones. I mean, you got to have a Marvel person saying, yes, this is what we want. You know? And if they don't have that, I'm just going to be very, very upset. They got to have multiple pop ones. Multiple pop ones. You need to, if you are in this, if you have been watching me this whole time, you need to send that message to Wizards of the Coast right now that they need multiple pop ones. And specifically tell them which ones need to be multiple. All right? All right. See, they put a short one in there. It makes it hard. All right. It is lined up, right? Yeah. Okay. So now we have 107. It's going in. Lucky number 107. Come on down. You're the next contestant on being stuck. Who's going to bury one of these in a time capsule? I've never even thought about that until just now. They're plastic. They're in a case. Should be good. I should title this The Ramblings of an Old Man. Hey, this one's not. Still on. All right. Here. The Ramblings of an Old Man series. Nope. Shoot. It slipped out of my hand. Can I get it? I can't get it off. All right. We're just going in. Got to do it now. One long side. One itty bitty side. 108. Extreme off-centeredness. Pop one. Look at that back. That's a good thing that these make these seasons so long. That's the worst one. 108. Who got it? Who got it? So awesome. Ah, probably has the foil unique or a curio in there. You know, I've done it the last time. People have been texting me what they get. Pretty fun. I'm surprised how many orders they actually came in. Better take longer. All right. Line her up. Okay. Here we go. 109 represent. Oh, God dang it. Again. Yeah, it's too late. Shit. 109 represent, but you know what? It's going to get pissed off at me. All right. I'll show it. One bubble. It looks okay. Kind of angled weird. And that whole thing has to come out, so. All right. 109, you're going in. Dun -dun 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 -dun. $109. All right. Still going strong. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. All right. Next topic. What are we going to talk about next? I am not shit. Yeah, I ripped that one. All right. So moving on to the next sticker. I thought we were going to get away with doing it all. 110 just got destroyed. Well, that's the first one, though. That's not too bad. 111 is very special, though. It represents shithouse in bowling. My mom taught me that. God. What is my deal? I was like doing so well, and all of a sudden it's like boink. Ah, shithouse turned into shithouse. Nice little crease on one. Right there. It's all my fault. My fault. Right there. Everything else is fine. Side's fine. Other side's good. And then, oh well, it's just a sticker. Should be okay. Just represents what I said. Thing. Come on, man. We were doing so well and everything went to hell in a handbasket. All right, come on. Let's get back to it. We can do this. We were doing good. All right, take it off. Well, that's back on this side. So, one more row. Then we can do the next box. All right. Just making sure I didn't do it backwards. 212. There. Back on target. A little extra focus goes a long way. 212. Ta-da! All right. Do. The overprinting of cards. What death to a collectible. So, I think we all know where the money is, right? People who buy collectibles. That's where it is. Players do buy cards. But it's the collectibles that carry the excitement and value. So, how's Sorcery doing on that? Doing fantastic. The curios. The curios are just like king uber dingling stuff, right? And that's pretty much all any collector wants, right? Something to collect. Something that'll appreciate in value. And then the game pieces will also go up in value based on that too. Because the more people collect, the more players will be like, huh, maybe I should try it. But create my digital aspect. It'd be better. I'm telling you. If people can play the game, they can play the game. If people can't play the game, then they have to wait for people to play test and all this other kind of nonsense. And it is. It's just nonsense to not allow people to play the game when you perfectly can create something that they can play. Oh, so annoying. But hopefully, that'll change. I am praying that it'll change. I've always thought it would be interesting. Hearthstone came out with like cards, put them in a box, like the first series cards, and see how they did. You know, that to me would be very interesting. Hearthstone's been around for a long time. I was a digital. They create I mean, you could totally play that game in the flesh and blood, together and all that kind of stuff. But I want to see what it would do, you know. Can they create for a digital aspect, digital card game, completely digital, never any collectible, and then suddenly print a collectability out of it? That would be like the reverse of everything, right? I think that'd be very, very interesting. Like call it Series 1 Hearthstone or something. Does anybody else think that would be interesting? They just start printing boxes of Hearthstone from the beginning of Hearthstone. You know, print it to a low production rate. Advertise it on Blizzards. That'd be interesting. Or hell, have hand over that to Wizards of the Coast so they can actually make. God, that'd be cool. So yeah, have like instead of like Marvel or Lord of the Rings, they could do a Hearthstone. They can even put Magic the Gathering text on it. The player base of Hearthstone would know what those cards do. I'm sorry, but that would be kind of fun. That'd be interesting. They could even actually put, charge on the that one legendary. Can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I mean, some of those cards could just, just map right over. They should partner with Blizzards. That would be kind of a cool thing. They would sell a ton. Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering collab. Collab, not collab. I swear, my brain sometimes. But that would be very, very interesting. Right? A Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, Secret Lair, collab. That'd be awesome. I'm pretty sure that would sell. That'd be effing huge. Won't be bigger than Marvel, but it'd be huge. They do a collector box series. Still huge. Hearthstone players around the world will be like, what? All right, let's do this. We're gonna buy Magic for the first time ever. Then they can go over to Marvel Snap too. I can do that in the next one. All right. See, now we're on a roll. Right there. 116, baby. Let's go. It doesn't get any prettier than that. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta check this. Just real quick. Well, apparently my food's ready. But I will get there eventually. I gotta keep going. You should always eat before going to a movie. 100%. 100% of the time. Always eat before the movies. Dun, dun, dun. You'll save money. All right. I am really hoping that sorcery will go to the moon, will stay forever a collectible kind of thing. We have no control over what will happen in the future. All right? You and I cannot control business decisions. I never showed it. Business decisions of sorcery. We can't control printing. We can't control that. So when I say buy for the collectible, I'm saying buy very sparsely until, you see kind of a business model flow go through. Try the game. If you like the game, play the game. The game is good. Okay, the game is fun. I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about it. It's very entertaining and fun. So, it reminds us of old school. So, everybody who's played the game that I'm aware of has actually enjoyed the game. I have had several people ignore the game, but I haven't had anybody who's tried the game and not like the game. I had my cousin Bob try the game. I had Edwin try the game, and it's actually really fun to play. So at some point, I will get Rudy to play it. Hopefully, I do plan on going to some events in Tampa. I mean, not Tampa, but Orlando here. So that is my goal to go win. Maybe not win, but at least participate in the events. Because right now there's no digital aspect. But it's hard to get away. That's the problem. If I could get away every single time, well, then I'd be okay, right? Everyone would be like, oh, okay, I got plenty of time. You don't have plenty of time. You got so much stuff to do. And that's another reason why digital aspects are so important, because nobody has time. Sure, kids have time, but adults like to play games too, right? And we don't have a lot of time. We're always trying to get stuff done. There's always someone to drive around. There's always someone to take, and you only have like maybe 30 minutes to play a game. Maybe, if that. It's not that you don't want to play the game. It's not that you don't like the game. Shit. Just not lined up correctly. Again. I don't know why I'm doing it this time. I didn't do it the last time, did I? Maybe. Wrong one. There we go. Put it in there. Now it's smooth. All right. And if we had more time, we could do it. That's why digital aspects are also really important. Because the people who want to play or love the game have to wait for special weekends and that kind of stuff. Or just special time periods where it comes together and the miracle occurs and you can actually play. Right? If the miracle occurs and everybody's off work all at the same time, or the kids aren't going to some kind of tournament, like, volleyball or some kind of randomness, because everything revolves around that. And I don't think these card companies that say, we could have a digital aspect, don't understand that we have lives. I know, it's surprising. People have a tendency to exist with children, stuff like that. And your time gets drained. And you have to make the time to be able to sit down and play. And it takes too much effort. And so by the time I'm ready to play, everything has to be done. Right? So, give me 6 more years and I won't have to do that anymore. And I know everybody's life is like that. So when you say everyone has to play the Flesh and Blood, you're really saying I only want kids to play and everyone else can screw off. So there goes some of your fan base, if that's what your attitude is. Now, that's not what Sorcery is probably going to do. Maybe in the future they will do a digital aspect. I don't think they've ever come out and said we're never doing a digital aspect. So I'm just hoping and praying that it comes out soon, That's going to be a good number too. I think all of us, every single person who likes to play games, who likes to play cards, likes to play this kind of stuff, is in the same category, right? I'm pretty sure Edwin would play 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just Magic the Gathering itself. He has a digital aspect, but he doesn't like Arena. Because it's new cards. I don't want to play new cards. Like, that's just weird. I play Arena because it has a digital aspect. I can honestly say I play Arena more than I play Sorcery. Because I gotta get there. I gotta get to a specific time for a specific event, for a specific day. Oh, wait. Eli has some kind of practice. Oh. Oh, wait. Ben has a dentist appointment. Oh. I mean, so that whole thing where they say they can't, that we shouldn't have a digital aspect. They should. So that way I'm ready to play. Create my deck digitally and then reoccur it in reality and then go play the game. So good, right? Barris did a really good job on these stickers. That's all I gotta say. Now the QR code still doesn't work, which is unfortunate. And technical difficulties, but I'm really glad for the stickers. We're getting down to the nitty gritty now. Yeah, I can't answer it yet now. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Everything works out in the end. That one got busted. All right. We might be seeing someone pop up here in a couple minutes. Pretty sure on that. Family's knocking right now because I'm taking too long. I was like, there's food. You got to eat. Oh, shh. Don't rip off. Well, there goes that sticker. Ah. Well, not too bad. This will be the smudge one. I am done. But here we go. Getting distracted by phone calls. I'm kind of in a hurry. So sorry, 124. It should wipe off. It's just a little glue. It's all about the sticker ripping. Just push it down. Man, this one was definitely cursed. Told you I didn't have much time. This one's cursed. 124. Whoever gets you, I'm sorry. Multiple things I'm sorry for. That little gunky stuff right here. Ugh. I'm sure you can get that off. Poor 124. All right, well. 24, get in there. Oof, that didn't sound good. Should just redo it. All right, we're gonna redo this one. Goodbye, 124. I was trying to hurry it up. Now it's destroyed. But the pack is fine. Nothing wrong with the pack. All right. All right. Dang it, 124. Yeah, to screw me over. Dang the all the 124s. Okay. Well, I might have if I turned it around. All right. Yeah, that worked out. Okay. Terrible 124. What did you do? All right, 125. Show them how it's done. All right, come on. Am I just shifting over? What the hell? It's like I'm shifting over every 5 minutes. All right. Come on, 125. You can do this. You want this pack. You don't want to screw up. There we go. 125 is done. How about that? They turn from 124 to 125 and it looks perfect. Instruction booklet said, hey, I want to pop out. It's very entertaining. All right. Down to our last three. $126. We will be done soon. Yeah, that phone call is from downstairs. As funny as that is. All right, 126 is good. So imagine if I was trying to play a game, if you will, and you don't have time. And that is the importance of having a digital aspect. Look at all this. Oh, I've turned it for a while. You know what's easier to deal with? When it's not like that. This is not as fun as opening up the packs, as you can imagine. Opening up the packs is always priceless. It's just fun. Boop. Now, open gambling's back. And I hope I rambled at you to keep you entertained. Who all watched the whole thing? Gave y'all warning that it was boring. Who all watched the whole thing? Pretty sure very few. Which, you know what? That's fine. I wouldn't expect that anymore. I didn't. There you go. 127. It's there. Almost done. Where's my extras? I have one pack. I almost made a damn thing through. I have one pack right there. Okay. I brought up the extra. I know I did. I guess I did not. Huh. All right. Well, sir. I could have sworn I did. I'm off screen. Looking around. Might have to check downstairs. That's where I was doing prep. There we go. Alright, I didn't have to leave the room. That's good. I don't have to fill anything out. Still have the box. Just have to take it out of this thing. Made in China. Still, quality. Great design. Bring this up. Pop it open. Where's my slits? There they are. Ta-da! All right. Bearish case it. All right. Slap-a-doo-doo. Get my little thingy in here. That didn't sound inappropriate. 128. Yeah. Flip it over. Flippity dippity. And stick it on. All right. And then we have one box done. All right. We did it. There you go. 128. And mission complete. 39 packs of glory. All set, ready to go. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Hope I didn't bore you too much. If you made it to the end, well, put a comment down below. Thank you. Talk to you again real soon.